Hello and welcome to another episode of Money in Motion. Today's topic is really defining a good 401k balance. So we're going to spend some time talking about what it's like to have a 401k and utilizing that in retirement. Now, for all of us out there watching this video today that are considering retirement or on the verge of retirement or have just retired, there's no doubt you're at a point in life where there may be some anxiety. Can I really do this, right? Can I move into that next phase of life? It's the things in retirement that we look forward to, like being able to travel the globe if that's important to you and having enough money to do it, or you want to play a lot of golf. Maybe you want to start another business. Maybe you want to really be charitably inclined. There's all different types of things that people want to do when they move into retirement. The idea is you want to make sure that you're prepared for that journey. So we're here to discuss those topics here today, and we're really excited about getting started. My name is Walt West, founder of the West Advisory Group, and I'm here to teach you how to prevent money falling through the cracks in retirement. And remember, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. To start our discussion about what makes a good balance in your 401k once you're on the verge of retirement, I thought it might be best to start out talking about, the basic characteristics of what a 401k is. 401k by definition is considered a defined contribution plan. It's your ability to contribute money to a plan on a tax advantage basis and to be able to obtain compounding returns over your accumulation phase of your life. The 401k is now probably the biggest contributor for most people that are moving into retirement. In other words, the money that you have amassed to get to the point where you're ready to retire, in most cases, is inside your 401k. So that takes you to a very big responsibility in making sure you're making good decisions. And that 401k is there to help you, accomplish the lifestyle in which you hope to achieve when you move through retirement. And you have to remember, when you're looking at retirement, there's so many different factors that go into making good decisions. One of which is, what is your lifestyle? What will your lifestyle look like when you move through retirement? You need to spend time investigating what all those factors look like. You got to take into consideration healthcare expenses. You have to factor in inflation. You have to remember that 401ks have tax liability. These are all factors that you must include in the equation when you're determining how you might use the 401k, and more importantly, what type of balance that you should have in the 401k. The other big factor is, when will you actually retire? Are you going to retire before age 60, or are you going to retire after age 60? The average retirement age in the United States today is age 62. Quite frankly, that's pretty aggressive. The fact is, if you retire at age 62 and you have longevity in your family history, you could live a long time in retirement. So if you're hoping that your 401k is going to be that engine to replace you, to really make the income or develop the income in which is necessary, you need to make sure that you do certain things to create a significant balance in your 401k so it can support your lifestyle over that period of time in which that you're retired. So I'd like to take a minute just to discuss some of the key factors that will influence your 401k balance as you near retirement. The big one is your contribution rate. In other words, how much money are you contributing to your 401k on an annual basis? And most times that you're doing that on a weekly, a bi-weekly, or a monthly basis. What is that percentage, or what is that dollar amount? Has a major impact on what your balance might look like over time. The second is time. Time in the market, time in the 401k. The earlier you start the 401k, the larger your balance will be. It's pretty obvious, I understand, but time in the 401k plays a major role in what that balance might look like. The third is your employer contribution. Your employers oftentimes will match your contribution up to some limit. You must take advantage of that. Lo and behold, that's just simply free money you're leaving on the table. The classic example of money falling through the cracks. So if nothing else, you should put at least the same percentage that your employer is putting into the plan. Again, this is a major impact on what your balance of your 401k might look like in the future. Lastly, is the diversification of your investment strategy to help mitigate risk. What does the investment strategy look like? It's not a one-size-fits-all. Everybody's a little bit different on how they view risk. Some of you watching this video may be conservative, some might be moderate, and some may be very aggressive. So you have to choose the proper allocation to fit your risk tolerance. Oftentimes, 401ks today make it a little bit simpler for you by simply offering you what they call target date funds, whereas they do the management for you. And you simply choose a fund based on the time in which that you think you'll retire. And whether it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you can select a target date fund that'll simply be invested on your behalf based on that time horizon. So 401ks make it very simple for you to take advantage of them, but it really is up to you in taking into consideration these key areas. Now at our firm at West Advisory Group, we help people analyze this decision. We help them look forward of what the 401k would look like in projected future balances and how those balances could potentially impact their need for income as they make that transition to retirement. As I said earlier, defined contribution plans, they don't really have an end date. You really don't understand what benefit they will derive once you make that transition in the distribution phase. If you can gain any perspective on what that might look like, it really will help you make better decisions on the contribution rate, the time in which you're in the market, maximizing your employer contribution, as well as diversifying your investment strategy. One of the biggest factors in the 401k in making sure that you have the adequate balance when you do retire is to continuously review and adjust your selections as you get closer and closer to retirement. So I encourage the viewers to really take a proactive stance in evaluating your 401k to ensure you're getting the maximum benefit from your balances when you get close to retirement. Again, I appreciate you watching the video. Until next time, thanks for tuning in to Money in Motion.